Don't try any of this at home. I'm an adult. It's for educational purposes only and for the enjoyment of my subscribers. I mean, hey, you can explore the outdoors, but you don't have to be as extreme as I do. That you are, Brantley. See, it looks like it goes that way. I think it does. I believe so. Different areas of it here look bad. I think that's fresh from last night. It's deer that's been eating a lot of greens. That's a cow. Welcome to the channel, folks. Desert Arm Marine. We're on the same trail we were yesterday. About the same time, too. It's pretty humid out here. Yesterday at this time there was more breeze. So I'm sweating up a storm. I sweat pretty easily, so gotta make sure I drink plenty of water. Here's a fossil right there. What's up, Webb? I'm not sure, Brantley. I don't remember. Even though it wasn't very long ago, I just don't keep track of that. There's your web. So I'm headed to that, here's another little fossil coral. Headed to that rope I set yesterday. Here's our little mine I showed you last night. It's down in there. This will be my 4th time up here. And if I remove my rope, it'll be the 2nd time that I've been to the top. At least the farthest I've been is to somewhere in here, June 5th, to this area. I didn't go any farther. It'd be nice to go to over there, rappel down into those caves. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 caves. That one's more of a slot. There's also a slot right there too, which is where my rope is set. APX, huh? Yeah, what is that one called? The Firestorm? No. Isn't it called the APX Storm or something like that? They kind of look unique. They work pretty good. There was actually 2 of them at my local pawn shop. One was all tricked out with high-end triggers and barrel and all sorts of stuff. If I recall, that one was actually one of the guys that works there. It was his. Speaking of that, the guy who used to own that pawn and gun, he dropped off 2 of his K31s. Swiss straight pullback. Sure wish I had an extra 520 cheese sitting around, or what, I think it was 520, 530. They'd probably give me a deal on it too, because I know the guy that used to own it. And of course I know the guy who owns it now. They shoot that 7.5 Swiss, I think it was. Well, I thought there was one called an APX Storm. probably wrong. Maybe that's just what it's called, a storm. Getting some sweat in my eyes. Should I go up the washed out spot or this? My bid is 180 jumping jacks. Yeah, here's the washed out. I think this used to be the trail. People still use it. Just depends which way they want to go. I don't think you still can't see my rope. Oh no, I could barely see it. You'd never be able to see it on the screen though. It's red, so it stands out compared to the other two black ones that are set by somebody else. But they're stretchy. Mine isn't that stretchy. Mine's not a dynamic rope. It's the other one. I forget what I'm drawing a blank. It's not that stretchy. Starts with a C, I thought, or an S. Kinetic rope? No, that would be stretchy too. I forget. Look, there's a little geode. Ain't that cool? What's up, Red Bull? It's a little geode there. I talk about burger beans and jumping jacks around here. Yep. Hey, time wait. How's it going? Thanks for the 100%. Appreciate you. Gotta catch my breath. It's humid out here. It's dry desert, but we've been getting our rains, so the humidity is about 40%, which for the desert's high. Oh, good. We're getting a little breeze. It's probably coming through that valley there, that saddle. Whew. I need a breeze right now. I'm dripping. I'm hot, guys. I'm like really hot. Well, if you can get it for that. Depends on how old it is too. We came across one wildlife yesterday on this trail, somewhere near here. Might have been past it already. It was like an alligator lizard. What's up, Waits? Back desert? Yeah. Welcome back to the desert. I need to go straight up there, which would be a pain to go straight up, not on the trail. I mean, I could do it, but it's gonna be a little hard. I can see my rope pretty well. No one stole it. I should just go the normal trail. Except maybe up this wash might be easier. I don't know. Probably not. I mean, that's just steep. Well, I set the rope yesterday. I didn't do actually any rappelling. I set it right where that hole looking thing is right there. So then I went down and checked it to make sure it was routed good, routed well, and that I had plenty of cord on the ground, which I did. I had about 20 feet, which is what I thought I had when I was up on top, because I could tell the weight difference once I lifted the rock off the ground compared to it just the weight of the rope. We got to get to the saddle and then circle back around to the edge of that cliff and get our bearings and possibly climb up. We'll see. We shall see. But I gotta get a drink of water. 13 of you in here. Appreciate you coming by. Whew. It's not that long of a hike. It's just you're going climbing. A high percentage of it the whole way. I can't get to my little camelback here. The little cord is on the other side. Here it is. Yeah, we're headed to that rope I set yesterday to rappel up and down. About 20 minutes probably. I hike pretty fast. 20 minutes and I've gone about 2/3 of a mile. Hello from British Columbia. Nice. Welcome, Glenn. How you doing? Appreciate you showing up. We're in southern Arizona. I'm hiking up a mountainside right here to possibly climb up a rope I set yesterday. Here, I'll put you guys up here. So this is a rock face cliff that already has a lot of tie-in bolts people have put in. That one's called the farmhouse, the real tall one. This end's called the vineyard. I think the one I'm going up is called something crack. Krakenstein, I think, where I'm headed. And then there's, I have a rope set. I set one yesterday. It's somewhere about right over here. Right over here somewhere. I crawled up to the top from the back side and set a rope on some pins. Dropped it down, the rope. It's about 120 foot. Waving hand from Western North Carolina. Trust in God. Love the channel name. Take a look at my scenery behind me here. Ain't that pretty? God's got a wonderful earth here that he made for us to enjoy. Oh, by the way, that right there has some rappelling down off of it too. That one's probably as big as the farmhouse. The farmhouse is probably 300 feet. That one back there is probably 3.5 to 400. I don't have rope that long. I only got a 150. So, rope's expensive, so I need to find one that's probably a 250 so I can do some longer stuff. That farmhouse one would be a challenge because I don't know where you'd hook up to unless they've got anchors on top, which there probably is because there's a route up to it. Tie in, because it kind of rounds off, it's just not a direct cliff. So you'd have to climb partway down unless they have anchors higher up that you can anchor in, slide yourself down to the other anchors, tie in, put your rope 300 feet down. That'd be cool. Just prospecting, look for gold, silver, gems. I go to a lot of old mines. Today, yes and no. There's one off the side of the trail here, but it's only about 10, 15 feet deep. But no, a lot of times when I go hiking, there's a lot of mines I purposely go in. I have videos of me rappelling down into a 120 foot shaft. That's just out in the desert. That one, they mined all the way out. But the ones that are in the mountains that I go hiking, there's one that has a big old vein about this big with pyrite, gold, turquoise in it. I need to get a detector and see that. Got a true blue 400 foot. I haven't repelled in years. Hey, if you want to get rid of it, what size is it around? Is it like a 10, a 9.9 or a 10 or 11 point something? Most of my equipment runs 9.9 up to 13, I think. Yeah, if your blue water is a pretty good one, or you said true blue. I've heard of blue water. Yeah, if you wanted to get rid of the rope, you had a decent deal, I might be interested in it. Check my email out in the description. It's desertarmyandmore@gmail.com. Oops, I got my water bottle sideways so it's not sucking up right. I'd be interested in that rope if it's not too expensive. 5/8, I do tree work. Best hang on to it. Okay, yeah, 5/8. Let's see, that's a little bit bigger than 1/2 inch. Yeah, I think only 1 or 2 of my equipment would run that. Hey, J-Dog, my descender would be able to run that, and my ascender would. Not sure about my foot ascender, because I know it can run 1/2 inch most of my equipment, but my descender definitely can because it's one of those racks. It's not the figure 8. Well, those can run whatever, figure 8s pretty much. J-Dog. What we got? Got a couple friends with ropes. I'll see what they got. Perfect. Yeah, I used to do tree trimming for a living myself. That's actually how I learned how to do rope work. But then I hadn't did it in years, and then I went up a cliff in California with someone with a belay. Someone was down the bottom. We looped it through the top, then back down. Whenever we needed to rest when we were climbing up, we just, you know, lean back and rest. And then my brother has a cliff behind his house in California that I tried going down, but I chickened out. But I've been down a lot of them in here in Arizona. That's where I'm at. Been here for a little over a year now. I'm from Arizona. I moved back. couldn't deal with all them politics in Cali, especially when it comes to our rights. It's sad. So moved back to Arizona. It's pretty steep right here. It's like a 30-degree roof. It's a little tiring on my one ankle. That's a bad ankle. Although that wasn't the one I twisted yesterday when I was hiking down. This is my right one. All right. Whew. Got a couple friends. Okay, that one you already mentioned. Yeah, I used to mess with 1/2-inch red rope, and then we had a 3/4. I don't remember what color that was. We didn't use it that much. Only when we felled huge trees where we had to control our pieces and cuts. I forget what color that one was. Most of the stuff that guy bought, my boss at that time, was Petzl. Like his rope bags were Petzl. His harness and helmet were Petzl. Mine wasn't. Our helmets were cheaper, just plain old hard hats. And then our harnesses were the type that are just a wide seatbelt looking thing that pinches you. Don't blame you, good luck, partner. Hi, best buddy, start pantsing like a dog. I am pantsing, but not like a dog. Oh. I did one. I did a 70-foot up in Tucson, off of up in Mount Lemmon. I got a video about it. In that video, I was going to go down a 90-foot, but I chickened out. I just wasn't feeling it, so I just called it. Said, no, you know what? I'm not going to do it. This is more than that. It's about a 120. Oh, I feel so good up here because it's a little breezy. Whew. Yeah. Whew. Feels good. Whew. Looks like there's a natural cave across the way there and here. How cool we are subscribed to your channel. I guess that just came up on my feed. Yeah, what's up, Tot? Unfortunately, it's sad you didn't get the alert. I keep telling YouTube, my subscribers that are very active in my channel, you aren't, but some others. So YouTube recently put this little clause in their notifications that says if you're not in someone's live a lot, you won't get notifications. You'll just get it in something else, like a window in your alerts, not an actual notification. Thing is, I have piles of people that are active in my channel, a fair amount. They still don't get alerts either. So it's like, what do you do? And I told whatchamacallit about it, and they just complain. What's this thing? Trav Point? I'm not sure what that is. Right here, I didn't notice that before, I don't think. TRAV Point. Travel Point? I don't know. It's next to that nail. There's an old fence right there. Goes across up that way, I guess. Anyways, I've told my subscribers about it, and some are a little bit like, how come I'm never getting alerts? I'm like, I'm sorry, it's out of my control. It's just YouTube. They do not push content, even though they're active in my... That end, probably just at the rock cliff. I haven't been to the end of it. So, yeah. One guy just yesterday was like, I'm never getting your alerts. And I said, sorry, it's out of my control. I can't really do anything. Just make sure. What I've done that's helped, if you shut it off to no alerts for a minute or two, maybe even longer, an hour, and then turn it back on to all alerts. That has helped with about 3 of the channels that I watch regularly, if not more. I came here from the West Virginia Mountain Man pretty recently. Came here from the West Virginia Mountain Man. Is that another channel? If you look through way up there, see if I can zoom in. Way up there, there's some tie-ins. There are chains for tying in. It's around the curve here. Sorry, the feed's jumping around. My fingers have sweat on them, so that might be it. I'm not sure if this flowed last night or not. I don't think it did. But it sure rained a lot yesterday and today on that. Although, it almost looks like there's water in it right there, the creek. But there's none over here, so maybe that's a rush from last night, tonight, and today. Coming this way, possibly. Sure looks wet. It pops out right here if it does. What's up, Raph Burgo? No, this is Southern Arizona. These are the, that peak there over to this end, and what I'm on is called the Mustang Mountains. Behind there, that's the Whetstone Mountains. That's Mustang Mountains as well. Yeah, it sure looks like there's water in that. But over here, there's not. So it might be making its way over. Huh. I'll have to look at it later once I get down and up where my rope is set. Oh, yeah, the first set of chains is, there's a set right there, another set there, another set there, there, and then there's a ledge that cuts across. There's some underneath the ledge. Oh, the ledge is right there, actually. That sure looks like water rushing down that. Huh. All right, we'll keep walking. I'm walking here. Just got to watch out for rattlesnakes. They will be out this time of day, so. I forget what that one's called. I looked it up. It's part of the vineyard. This whole end's called the vineyard. There's like 12 hiking or paths through here, and that's one of them up that ravine. The vineyard. Think about getting me a high peasy. I've heard of a high point. I don't know about a high peasy. What's a high peasy? Drawing a blank on what that is. What's up, Russell? Been missing you, bro. Yesterday I did like 4 lives while I was hiking up here. And I'm up here again. There's all sorts of fossils in these stones. Limestone sedimentary. Simba, hey. Slang for high point. Yeah, I figured. Simba, Simba. I'm hiking to my rope I set yesterday. I'm about there. Just around the corner here. I guess I'll go the trail route this time instead of trailblazing. Like you could go through here, which people have done. I could, I guess. People, there's kind of a trail looking thing up along that edge there. What a high peasy is, yeah. It's hot, but it's more of a humid hot. It's about 40 to 50 humidity, which is a lot for the desert. I'll go up this little trail that someone else had. It's up here along the edge here. I don't know where the turnoff down there is to it. These are so rough. If you don't have gloves on, you get cut really easily. I did yesterday right there. You had street ministry on Saturday? Gotcha. And then by the time you get home, you're probably tuckered out. Never been on this spot. Comes right to where my rope is. Whew, it's like mountain goat trail right here. It's almost like a little one going that way too. The trail's right there. Goes up that way and then back to this. My rope is set. That's good. It stayed up there. Apparently haven't seen you one in real life. Haven't seen one in real life. What's up, Amy? How's the back been? Mine was a little stiff yesterday and this morning. Whew, this is steep. This reminds me of the trail that goes up to some of the mines I go to. Whew. There's a little stink bug right there. Center screen. Let everyone know at all four corners of the earth about God's love. Yep. It's not doing well. That's not nice. Ooh, I could almost put in 4-wheel drive. I got it in 3-wheel drive. There's my rope I set yesterday, that red one in the center. Whew. Oh. What is that? It's a pod or a leaf. I've been in this section because I came up the side through here somewhere. I think I did. The air's so sticky right here. Whew. It's like hardly any airflow. Gotta watch out for snakes chilling on these rocks. There's my rope. A lot of rocks came out of that crevice. Further over, there's 2 other ropes that are already set from somebody else, unless someone picked them up. Whew. Hey, thanks, Junior Buds. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for the $2 donation, or $5, I mean. Whew, I'm hot. Oh. What's going on, folks? That's my rope I set yesterday. I had to climb up all the way to the top and set it on some hooks. Back in the day, I had some shine that taught me how to put myself in 4-wheeler. Hot, TD. It is humid as ever. What does Murphy say? Hot as a well digger's bleep. Hey guys, guess what? That is the water coming down. You know how earlier I mentioned it looked like the water was coming down the wash? It sure is. Now it's further down. Eventually it'll get over to the bridge, into the Y over here, and then drain into a pond. And from that pond into another pond. Both of them are diggings from Corey. Yeah. Let's see here. Let me switch the camera again. So there's a wash coming down the mountains there. Straight out that way. And it was wet here in the corner. Now it's wet all the way to here. And now it's going to keep going under the bridge to the T here to the big wash and head out that way towards San Pedro River. Gives me time to relax a little bit. I can watch the water. Oh, make sure there's no snakes. And it's raining harder than a cow peeing on a flat rock. Yeah, that's the other thing he says too, right? He's got that one. He doesn't bleep out because it's not that bad, but he talks about how it's as cold as and as hot as the well digger's bleep hole. Mr. Murphy's. He just put one out today. I watched it. Excuse me. Yeah, the water is to somewhere in here right now. Here, let me zoom in. So you can see the water. It's wet about to right in here. But I saw it back in there first on that corner. And then it's coming down because it rained there last night and tonight. It's about right in here. So it should get around this corner soon and then pop through here under the bridge right there. And then go to this T right here, or Y. Oh, we were repeating stuff that Murphy's Diesel up north says. Hotter than a hoochie. Hoochie coochie. Coochie coochie, so yeah, that ain't good. More nervous than a monk in a whorehouse? It's not quite to that corner yet. It's not flowing very fast, I guess. But it's still wet way out there, so it's got a good flow behind it. Like, it's wet way out there yet. Yeah, I think it's about right to... Not quite straight out. Oh, by the way, remember I misplaced my my raincoat, the one I bought at what do you call it? Dollar General. It's exactly where I thought it was, the curve of a trail, which was right. Yeah, I've heard of that one too. There's a curve in the trail right there, and that's where it was sitting, right at that curve. He remembers. So, yeah, here's my rope. Gonna see about climbing up that. Right now it's off to the side though, so it's not quite straight. I gotta cool off. I'm really hot. I need to catch my breath. I'm trying to think what those yellow piles are out there by that dirt road that leads out. There's like yellow piles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It could be cattle feed, maybe. I don't know. Arizona, you can be 5 miles downstream from where it's raining and get hit by flash flood. Yep, yeah, that's what that is. It rained yesterday a whole bunch of those mountains, and today. So it's making its way down, but I mean, it's kind of looking like, I mean, I still see water way up there and down in here. It's to one of these curves over here now. I can tell that. It's to about right there right now. Tip of my finger. Round hay bales? Yeah, it could be. They could be feeding them back in there and they just disintegrated because there's a water trough. That's where I'm parked. I'm parked right there. You could park on the left side, but not on the right because there's a gateway there which leads to this dirt road here. Keep getting alerts. Yeah, I gotta cool off. Wish there was some breeze. Should have brought my battery operated fan, my Milwaukee. Yeah, it's definitely to here now, the water. I can tell it's up to there at least. Eventually it'll go all the way underneath that bridge. Takes a little bit for it to travel. I mean, it's probably moving like, it's not moving that fast, I can tell. It's pretty cool. Probably by the time it gets over here, it might not even get here because it will soak in the ground. We'll find out. We shall find out. 76% on the battery. Still might be raining up there. Not that mountain currently. Around the corners it is, but the washers are coming from that big mountain there. The Whetstone Mountains. Farther back, farther west, it's raining back in there. I gotta get some water. Some water down my gullet. I'm trying to remember where I had my phone sitting the other day. I think it was about right there. That way you could see me climbing up. It was somewhere around here. Or was it here? No, it's got to be a different slant than that so you can actually see what's happening. Maybe it was here. Might have been there. It's still not the right angle. It needs to be more like, possibly more like that, because I'll be going up about straight up from there. Alright, so let's connect my stuff here. Yeah, most of the washers in Arizona all kind of run together at some point. Yeah, then they eventually go into a bigger river, which this one goes to the San Pedro, which flows north. It's one of 2 rivers that flow north in Arizona. I've lived right next to both of them. 2 places by the San Pedro. What are you doing, Cricket? Cricket. Yeah, this big one goes to the San Pedro. It probably goes to another big wash first, heading out of, although maybe it's the same wash, heading out of Huachuca City. Alrighty. Set the water to the side. Get my gear out of here. Helmet. Raincoat. This is that one that fell out of my pocket. That's a cheapy raincoat. GoPro chest mount. Harness. extra gear, knee pads. I don't know if I need to put the rope up brazier. It'd be nice to have on there partway down it, but you're just getting in the way too. That in there. What's this in there? Alright, let's see what this feels like. Ooh. A little rat back in there, probably. A little pack rat.
What? A little pack rat?
Make sure to hold my weight still. Yep. I mean, it's up there. It's high up there. Whew, I'm all sweaty. What makes it more scary is this ground slants away, so it makes it seem higher than it really is, as well as it's got a little back curve to it, so it comes out and then kind of does a back in and then out again, which I've done some of that in some mines and on a 70-foot wall cliff. It's about a 120. Be the biggest one I've done, if I do it. What's up, Grayman? If I end up doing it. I can switch part way up because I've got some tie-ins here and there if I want to, if I go up that same route they've been going. And it doesn't stretch as much, so I should be able to do it way easier. Let's see here. It's one thing, your harness does get tangled up on stuff. You got to remember how it goes together and how it goes on your legs and feet and stuff. Okay, got that one on. Got a bug in my nose.
You put a bug in your nose, mate.
What I might do is just take a lot of the stuff off, reroute it. There we go. What's up, WP? About 120. Because I'm using a 150-foot rope and I have about 20 foot on the ground. I have about another 10 roughly in knots and hooks and stuff on top and on the bottom here. There we go. Biggest I've done before was a hole was 120. A cliff was 70. I'll give it a try, I guess. Don't need my wallet on. Need this above my waistline on my belt. Go. And tighten it up. Except I think I got a twist. Got a twist in this. Should be okay though. Don't particularly like that though. See if I can get it out. Have to take it back off though. It's got a twist in one of the feet pieces here. I'll do the little clip on the back so I can twist it better in the front here. There we go. Hook that back up. Got a bug in my way here. Alright, let's see. It needs to come up like this. So that means it needs twisted like that. And then come up like that. Yep. Alright. Reconnect that. Yeah, my eyeball, Buggy. We don't need you here. Alright, we're getting hooked on something again. There we go. Had something twisted up there. Wanted to untwist it. That should work. It's in my pocket. Oh, it's that thingy. The boomstick. This one's my other phone. Let's take that one out. Usually I do it for fun, yeah. Hey, guess what? That water's over to the bridge now. Guys, look. I all of a sudden heard it. Right there. That bridge right there, the water's to the bridge. It's pouring over the edge now. I could hear it pouring down. It's from rain from that mountain. Yesterday and today it rained in that big mountain back there. And it came down here and now it's pouring down the edge of that bridge. It's going to pop out right here. Because there's the big wash that goes this way and then the little one comes out right there. The other day that flowed so well, it looked like it was about 2.5, 3 foot deep. There was a carcass in there last time I went hiking through that wash. A deer carcass. I got a video of it somewhere. Although, I don't need the descender right now, I need the ascender hooked up. Oh yeah, it's just about to that T right now. The water. I'm going to double hook this on just in case it wants to fall off. The secondary one. Yep, it's just getting to that T right now. Right there, see the water's coming out now, right to that T, tip of my finger. Flash flood, what they call that stuff. That's the beginning of it. Shouldn't be flowing too bad when I come back because I have to go that way. I could cut across here, I guess, and go through there and cross. Because the trail goes through that wash right where it's going through right now. Goes to a parking spot across the road. Before I forget, early happy birthday. My birthday was last month. It was last month, June 13th, not July 13th. But thanks anyway. Which I thought you knew that, but maybe not. My dad's is a couple days. This is the 28th. And my brother's is the 30th. What's up, Des Tech? How you doing, buddy? All right, I need to get my foot ascender. It's either in here or in the bag still. I think it's in the bag still. In the bottom. Yep. Foot ascender. Now I'm gonna put an extra web. An extra one of these. With some carabiners on it. That way if I need to tie into something. Oh, my quick draws. I had some quick draws, but I left them in the car. I only need 2 on that one. This way, if I have to switch mid-air, if I decide I don't want to go up all the way, I'll have something that'll work pretty good, hopefully, for switching back and forth. I did it on that other one. It was a lot more sketchy because the rope was way too stretchy. It was sketchy because the rope was stretchy. All right, let's hook up this thing. I need to have, let's see, there's my hat. Put my foot center on. Yank on that thing. Yes, sir. See if I can get it positioned a little bit better. There we go. Did say happy birthday, but I'm getting old. Oh, no worries. Oh, shucks, yeah. Happy early past birthday. Yeah, hello, I miss doing this. What's up, Mikes? Used to wasn't sit till December. Used to do this quite a bit when I lived in Colorado, but that was 10 years ago. I'll not be on here long since I ate a sausage that was sketchy. Stomach's turning. Mine was turning this morning a little bit too. Appreciate you coming by, Mike's Adventure Sparks. Hope you're having an awesome day. I set the rope yesterday. So it should be good. I mean, I hung on up a little bit ago, but did this thing get twisted again? Felt like it. All right, let's get my other phone set up. What's up, Williman? But yeah, I set the rope yesterday, but I wanted to make sure that it actually went to the bottom and I had enough rope. It's a 150-foot rope. And sure enough, I've got like 20 feet down here. I got it double looped on top with a safety catch too if one of them slips off. If one of the loops slip. Let's see here. This thing is too tight. It's the same helmet I had on yesterday, but how did it get tighter? Don't know. That water is just about to that pond over there, if not. It's a flash flood. It's still pouring down pretty good underneath the bridge now. I don't know how much time I have on this thing yet. Let me see. "10 minutes and 58 seconds and 96%. So we got some time. Thing is, it's going to take that to get up there. if I end up going the whole way without switching. I want to try it out for a little bit. If I feel iffy, I'll switch over and come back down. It was your birthday the other day. What's up, G Outdoors? How's it going? I need to position this camera in such a way that it'll work for a video of me going up. I think it will. What do I got for video wise on this one yet? Let me see how much memory I have. Let's see, internal storage. 120. I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up real quick. Oops, wrong thing. I'm trying to see how much space I have left on this. Let's see. Got a whole bunch of pictures I can delete of some Western wear that I was going to sell. I can always take pictures another time, so fine with that. An older gentleman gave me a whole bunch of Western wear one time. And so I don't wear a lot of Western wear, even though I live in Arizona. Trash. Edit. Select. Kaboomy. That should give us some more space. Open up camera. Let's see how much space this is now. It still says 120 gigs of 128. Should be more than that. What do we got? I got to open my Echo car. RC car. Oh, okay. Have an RC car, mate. An RC car. There we go. Alright. Let's see how this looks. I set that right there. And then shut it off and see what it looks like. Not quite. I need it more slanted. I need a higher slant than that. So probably I set it like that. All right, let's check that. I'm just making sure all my cameras are in the right place. It's still not slanted enough. It must be a different aperture. Let's try that. Like from the one camera to the other. Water's still pouring over there. There we go. Let's give that a whirl. Trying to find a good spot for my one camera to sit. Oh, that would work perfect if I can get it to stay right there. All right, let's go to gallery. Let's delete those couple videos. Where did it stick them? I don't know. Have to go to the camera, I guess. Push delete, 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 and then go to gallery and the trash, edit, select all, delete forever. All right. What's up, 44? How's it going, bud? This is a safety just in case everything goes kahooey. It's all safetied up. Like I could put this all the way up like this and hang on it, all my weight, and it'll hold me no problem. That's just in case everything gives out. This thing's still fine. And descender. I mean, I could either go straight up here, or go to the right, or overhang that one spot. I don't know. There's iffy spots the whole way up. Enjoy your climb. Have a great day. Thanks. Yeah, that's what it's going to do for a little bit. Stretches quite a bit. Whee! Need more weight off of this. Off my foot. Got so much weight on my foot right now. Need to get it all off my foot. Just hang it on the body. Still got so much tension on it. There we go. Just testing it out right now. Making sure we're all good. Figure out which route I want to go. All right. Well, Lord keep us safe when we do this dumb stuff. Amen. Right? It's pretty much me climbing out of the mine hole that I've done many a time. Let's see, do I have any more quick draws in here? Full size, or not quick draws, those are in my car. Alright, I think I got 4 of them here. Alright, that's good for now. Now I need to move this to the center. It's good I didn't leave that on there. Double, tripling, quadrupling, checking everything, guys. It's my life on the line, so I want to make sure everything's good. Stretch up. I want this on one more spot here. There we go. It's hooked up through 3 things there now. Yep. What's up, DH? Zookeeper, how's it going? Evening, folks. What's up, Andy? I know what I need. I don't have my gloves on. I was just about to start ascending. I'm like, wait, I have my gloves on. Yeah, where are those? Hopefully they're in here. I almost think they aren't in here. I always tell you guys, don't forget your gloves, and this is the second time I forgot them. That's not nice. I put it up. I put that rope up last night. What's up, Real Montello? Vivana, hello. Title of the stream should be in One Man Equal and One Mountain. What's up, Rodney? Gloves are overrated. Not when you're climbing. They're in my car, but I don't feel like hiking down unless I could fly over there. Because it takes a little bit to get up here. You almost wear yourself out before you even get up here. It's kind of a pain. Oh, I do have rough hands. It's just this rock is literally like pokies on it, the way it's made, a lot of it. A lot of it's like pokies. See if I can get you guys a better slant. There we go. If I said I wasn't nervous, I'd be lying. So, in other words, I'm nervous. All right, make sure I got all my stuff on now. Got all my extra gear if I have to switch anything over. Yep, I've got my extra safety on. That's all tied in. My belt's tight. Yee! Okay, guys, we did our climbing for the night. No. Hi. I'm just literally dangling here. Whee! I don't particularly like that I'm literally hanging in the air right here. Which makes me a little scared. See, the thing is, I've done it in a mine shaft, but it's way different when you're in the air, where it slants away. Plus, it's got a lot more bounce to it when it's a little bit farther like this. And I can't get over to my wall. Whee! Or can I? Not really. Yeah, I don't particularly like that. And my strap for my foot doesn't want to release. Been having that problem off and on. Come on. There's no tension on you. Whee! No hands, Mama, look. Not liking that the thing's not coming undone. The hand one's doing pretty good undoing. I think my legs get tired. This foot one's having problems. There we go. The rope still has more flex than I'd like to have it have. Come on. I got myself on the little fingers on my foot ascender. It's a little bit too much overhanging than I would like to have myself overhang here. There we go. Ugh. As you saw, I didn't go very high. I'm just trying to think what line I'm going to pick if I go up. I mean, I went up some, but barely anything. My one gear is not working the greatest. Just pin the bottom. What do you mean? What's up, Chanson? Kickoff. If only you're nervous halfway, because then you're committed. Especially so don't ever lose gloves. I thought it was fingerless gloves. Darwin, what's up, Linda? Linda Mon. I want one that's a little more gradual instead of this one's gradual and then it has a back curve about 5 feet and then pops back out. This one off to the side, I don't know if there's any hook ends up there. There might be. Is more gradual down. It just slowly slants down, which is what I've done in the past. But my rope's already set up there. I set that last night. I don't know if there's, can't remember if there's chains up above that one. I know there's some this way further, 2 sets. But I don't know if it's farther yet, even more yet. I don't have it with me. I only have my 22 mag. Oh no, it's hard. It's not crumbly. It's actually hard. No, this stuff's actually pretty hard. But I don't have my gloves on either. That's kind of a pain. What's up, Jackson? Because I already tore up my fingers a little bit trying to undo something. Doesn't look easy. It's not. So it's about 120 foot, but it does like a 5-foot drop and then curves over to another platform about 15 from the top. And then it goes to right, probably halfway down from the top, about 50 feet. It does a back curve. So I'm hanging in the air, so it kind of swings you. Well, there's bolts on either side. It's just if I would slip. I like hanging, you know, keeping tension. Then it needs to be more straight down, which pretty much straight down is where this hollow spot is. There's some chains there, though. Problem solved, yep. Hey, Bubba. Now, this one here, if I can undo this, it's a little bit more than I was thinking it might be. I'd rather play it safe than not. Playing it safe's not doing it at all, right? Probably about 10 minutes if I would actually commit. Maybe 20. It's just the bottom end swinging so much. But I don't want it tied too tight on the bottom on something, because when I come down, I want I want it to move a little bit so I could so I can tie in my rack system, which is this thing right here. The thing's still filling up that pond down there, it looks like. The water that came through. It's not overflowing yet. Maybe it is finally. Anyways. But yeah, with that overhang, I don't particularly like that. I think over that way, if it has chains, it's pretty much a high slant. It's right here, this piece behind me, right here. From there up is a gradual slant down, instead of 2 steps and then a drop off and then a back. Spotter, yeah, spotter would be nice too. That's better for if you're doing, if I started from the top down yesterday, but I didn't. I tossed the rope down, then I came down here to see the route. I'm debating of just leaving the rope up here until my brother comes in 2 weeks. I have another harness for him if he wants to do. I do have a harness if he wants to do it too, if he doesn't end up bringing his stuff. Thing is, I don't have, that's the only gear I have. I don't have an ascender. He uses a different one than I do, I think, for some of that stuff. Got my desert merge yesterday. Good. So did you get my message? how it showed it was shipped, but they never told me they even took care of the problem. They just said, "Oh, if it works, we'll let you know." They never let me know. I looked it up and it said it was shipped. Is it okay? I know the shirts are all right because, like, what's his name? Candy. He said they were pretty good. Plus, I saw a video of one of his boys running around the playground with one of them on. You happy with it? Okay. The hat all right? I was afraid the hat was going to be wrong because it wasn't the same style you ordered. Fortunately, I can't get that imprinted. I wish. It's only embroidery. Yeah, that's all I need is some happy customers. Shirts are nice and heavy duty. That hat is nice too. Good. Okay. The shirts I weren't really worried about. The shirt. I was worried about the hat more so. Because of the problems that they were giving us with the original hat. The original hat to me looks nicer, but they couldn't get it into my emblem. One of the reasons why is they only make it a 2-inch circle. If you made it a 3-inch circle, it would have more detail. Except the one I got used a 2.5. Is that a tick or a baby scorpion? Let me see. I think it's a baby scorpion. Look at that, guys. Baby scorpion. You like that? It doesn't have a tail, though, so it's one of those other thingies. A whiptail, maybe? See that weird looking thing in the center? Looks like a scorpion. I'm still having fun out here, though, even though I'm not climbing much. Last time I was here, I didn't do much either. I just explored. My buddies were the ones climbing. Hey, Desert, do you know any cheap one-person tents that don't suck? I was thinking, like, yes, I have one. Unfortunately, they don't make them anymore. But they might have them used somewhere. I have to go camping, but I don't want to make anything survival shelter. Mine was my first solo, Eureka Solo. It was at Sportsman's Warehouse. They used to have Eureka. They went out of business, though. I got that one for, I think, like $1.50 or $1.80. But then I wanted a bigger one, so I got a 2-person tent. When Eureka went out of business, they were selling them super cheap. So I got the Duo, I think it's called, Eureka Duo. Way better room. You can fit 2 people. It has a little awning. You can put your shoes outside on the dirt, and it's all covered like by a little awning. They're both backpacking ones, so they're super light. And Skittles and I sleeps in that one. You can get in and out real easily. The Solo's kind of tight. You have to slide in. That one I got on sale for like $80-something, but normally it was like $250. But yeah, I have the Eureka. If you could find a Eureka, they're super light. There's a couple other brands that are very similar to Eureka. I think I have them saved in my what you call it, Amazon. Looks good. Embroidery would be cooler, but no complaints here. Yeah, unfortunately, embroidery they can't do. Maybe another company might be able to do. That's if they could make the circle bigger. The circle on the one you originally got, the biggest circle they had was 2 inches. The one you have currently should be 2.5. I made it as big as you can make it. But yeah, Eureka is the one I've had. I think I have a video of the Eureka Double. It's I did a short of a campsite. Oh, when I was hunting too. I had a picture of that, I believe, or a video on my shorts when I went deer hunting last year. Don't have any tags this year, unfortunately. Meh. I kind of want this rope, though. I'd have to hike all the way to the other side if I want to get it. What I could do is hike up fast as I can with no gear on, unhook it, drop it down to the bottom, and then hike back. Because I'd rather not have it sitting here in the weather for 2 weeks. Plus, I might want it in a different spot. which I'd have to hike up to the top anyways. Just my brother might not want to go here. He might want to go to the mine, and I need it over there. So yeah, I probably should take it down. I can't run the camera on the other side though. It's dead over there. There's no signal. Okay, that's great. I used to sleep underneath sticks and cross-legged pattern of reeds with leaves. Let me tell you, it was cold and wet half the time. By the time you make a fire, yep. But yeah, the Eurekas, they're pretty nice. But they're out of business, so you'd have to find those on eBay or something like that. But I'm sure there's other ones. I know there's a couple that look very similar to my Eureka that I had. Oh. It's probably about all what we're going to do today, guys. Unless I reposition the rope on another pin elsewhere that's a different type of descent. Just I don't want my rope sitting here and get stolen. Or out in the weather. It's not made for weather. I might use it before my brother comes here, so. Yeah, that wash is just filling up that creek down there. I mean that pond. Still flowing pretty good, so I'm gonna have to go a different route home. Because the creek is filled up. Oh, they're waterproof shoes. Come on, man. Right? Have fun climbing later. I got to go to the top, which goes around the mountain. Up to the top, undo the rope, drop it down, come all the way back, and then load up my gear. It should be quicker because I won't have any gear on me. Normally it takes about 20 minutes to get up there from the top from here or more. Just go gadget flying up. Yeah, go gadget. I don't got one of those. I'm not Mr. Gadgets or whatever his name was. Go gadgets. Little twirly thing on my head. I really wanted to do more than that, guys, but I'm sort of feeling it. I'm like 90% sure I could do it, no problem. But I would really like a second person to keep the rope from moving around. It's just not the right route for what I want to do by myself. Again, safety first. That's why I wanted to come here, to try it out, to see if it's something I want to do with my brother eventually. Oh. I've done free climbing. It's for the birds. Hang on the deer life, quite literally. Yep, you do. I've never done free climbing. All right, I'm going to hike all the way around, but I'll have to shut you guys off once I get over there because the signal dies out. But no, this rock is solid. People drill into them, put anchors everywhere. Like up this here, there's a bolt, there's a bolt, there's bolt. There's two lines going up here. Then it goes up that valley I was up and beside it and to the right, the left of it. There's even one right there. There's another one right there. They're all over this. Then there's usually, if I recall, then there's a gap. And then around the corner, there's two ropes already set. But they're for trad climbing or sport climbing. I'll have it on for a little bit longer. It's a lot easier without any gear on right now. Until I get to the saddle. What time is it? It's only 5:55. Last time I was leaving this at 7. I think by the time I got to the car, it was almost dark. It was 8 or almost 8. It'll probably end up being 7 by the time I get to the car. Another hour, maybe longer. But I don't have any gear on, so it'll be easier. Which probably is not a good idea for at least the one thing. The pew. I've never seen anybody out here. The one time I thought I did see someone way at the base of that one. But I believe it was just like a white rock. Still flowing underneath that bridge, the water. It's still filling up that pond. Hasn't overflowed yet. But it's coming from the mountains there. I saw it slowly coming down. When it first crowned that river or the ridge and then popped out here, it's filling up the pond right now. Then it'll overflow, go that way, and then fill up that pond probably, and then go to that pond, fill that one up more, and then head out to the San Pedro River. Hey, there's a cactus right down there, prickly pear. What's up, Rodney? Dano, what's crack-a-lacking, y'all? I was testing out a rope, but it was a little too sketch for one person. I need a second person. I dropped a rope up to the top down here yesterday, and then I left it and came down to the bottom to see the route of it, and then I came back today to check it. Unfortunately, it's a little bit different and more sketch than I want to do by myself. I'm looking to see if there's any tie-ins here. I do see a set there. That's definitely way doable. That's barely anything to that set of chains right there. That's only like 60 feet. I did 70 the other day on a cliff. And that's gradual, so that should work. There's some chains right at the tip of my finger right there. So I'd have to reroute my rope to that and drop it down. That shouldn't be too hard. That's a piece of cake right there, though. There's also some tie-ins right here people did. Going up the side there, and around the corner here, they did too. They're everywhere over here. And it crashed. This is good entertainment, 100%. Yep, he totally chickened out. No, I didn't really chicken out. Like I said I'm probably like 99% sure I could do it by myself, but I'd rather have someone with me because of that slant. I would like the tail to be held so I don't swing way out. Easy money right there. Climb that in like 45 seconds. I did a 70-foot wall, and that's when I was a little rusty, but pretty good. In Mount Lemon, I did that Windy Point. I have a video that's like an hour and 30 minutes long. I went up that 70 foot in 4 minutes, I think it was. 4.5 was the fastest I did it. Need a beard trim on the side there. Down's quicker. I think I did down in like 2.5 on that. It's a gradual descent. It's almost straight, but not quite. Just playing with it. Yeah. That was at least 4 chancing steps. Yep. I just been up and down the Rockies in Colorado, never down there. What's up? Yeah, I was back. Yeah, this is southern Arizona. This mountain I'm up and down of the last 2 days, yesterday and today, is called Mustang Mountains, out of Whetstone, Arizona. And then beside me, further back, is the Whetstone Mountains, which is the base of them has the Karcherner's Caverns. It's a Gucci cavern because you gotta pay to get in there, big bucks. Wish I could get a discount since I'm part of the cavers clubs. Oh, look at this, guys. Here's a fossil. Here's a fossil right here. They're all over the place here. Here's another one right there. I'm gonna start cutting out, guys. There was basketball hoops at the top of the bottom. Carson would stand at the bottom of the mountain. Yep. He's like a stretchy rubber band. But yeah, as soon as I round this corner, guys, it's gonna die. And I gotta round the corner to start climbing. So I gotta get my rope. I could set it on those chains, I guess. I could either just drop it or set it on the chains. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. But yeah, right at this saddle here, it starts dying out. So I got to hike around the mountain a quarter of the way and then go up some rocky spots. I wish I could have the live on then, but it just dies. See, there's a little trail that cuts across here to where I need to go. I think this is it right here. Anyways, gotta let you guys go. See you guys later. It's gonna get grainy and shut off, so. If y'all come by, you can never go wrong serving Christ. He's the way, the truth, and life. No man cometh to the Father but through Jesus Christ. See you, folks. Bye.